justice, no peace. Unity is all we need. We won't rest till we see every race can breathe. We gon' raise our hands so high so they can see we are taking stand for peace and equality. No justice, 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 no peace, no peace, no peace.
My name is Anna Rachel. Last name doesn't matter. I am the host of the podcast show Anna Taylor Radio, talking about what most don't. I'm also the founder of Project Storm. That's Project, a space, #Storm, which is pretty much support, advocacy, and activism to fight for all victims of all and any form of abuse. In a nutshell, basically when it comes down to it, Project Storm fights injustice. And we're fighting to bring justice or more justice to any and all victims of injustice. We pretty much fight for what's right. With all that said, I went to Washington, D.C., to our nation's capital in Capitol Hill. Anybody know where that's at? Specifically, I went to the Grant Memorial, which is right in between, in the middle of the reflection pool and the Capitol building. But I went to Grant Memorial to protest against the corrupt family courts and corrupt CPS and foster care system, parental alienation. I'm fighting for my constitutional parental rights. I'm trying to bring my kids home. But I went to DC and I protested for like the millionth time. I've been to DC so many times to protest. I'm an experienced protester, by the way. I really cannot say how many protests I've been to in DC, but a lot. Some of them were huge and some of them were small, and that's okay. But I actually used to live in DC. I lived there for about almost 2 months because I got stuck there actually. But yeah, I love DC. I love going to our nation's capital. It's empowering and it's just powerful. And I'm an American, and being an American, it makes me proud to be American. So I'm in a lot of Facebook support groups, groups period, like hundreds of them. And I recently, in the past couple of years, have been networking more and joining more support groups with other parents who are going through the same crap that I am going through and my kids. So we're all in this together. Each group has their different not fights, but like we're all in the same fight, but like different strategies is how they're fighting. This rally in particular was with Tanawan Downing and the We Shall Be Free tour. So later on in this video, you'll see him either talking to other people or I recorded his speech that he made. But regardless, whatever group that we're in or belong to or whatever, we're all in this together and we're all in the same fight. We're all on the same page, regardless of what strategy we use to fight and take down the system or reform it or whatever. It's all our fight. You don't fight for it or do anything about it until it happens to you. And it can happen to anybody, really. If you know somebody who's going through this, fight for them. If you don't, fight anyway. Just help us. Anyway, this is my video from Saturday. It took forever to put together and upload and everything. Some of it's going to be in pieces on TikTok, and some of it's going to be whole video, wherever I post, YouTube, Facebook, whatever. But this is my day in DC, and here we go.
K&D Court Relations in Lynchburg, Virginia, Judge H. Carey Payne. You made a huge mistake, dude. You believed people who lied to you under oath. Under oath, man. Oath. You're supposed to lie under oath. You failed to protect my kids, Rosie and Teddy Muller. That's Izora and Theodore Muller. They're victims. They're my kids. They are being abused because of your poor decisions. And you and your court-ordered goonies did nothing. Did nothing. Shame! Bring my kids home now! Hello, America. You know who I am. If you don't, my name's Anna. I'm on my way to Washington, D.C., our nation's capital here in the United States of America, to exercise my rights as an American to my freedom of speech and the right to peacefully assemble, peaceful protest. And I sure as hell am protesting, because this shit needs to stop. It needs to end. And there's so many on board with this, and so many other parents and just people in general in support of this. Which, what is this? Well, we're protesting against parental alienation. If you don't know what this stuff is, look it up and research it. It's evil. Straight up. It's evil and it's abuse. Especially on children. You know, that's the biggest factor is this is happening to too many children, and it's ruining their lives, it's damaging them for life, traumatizing them. You know, and yeah, like, there's we the parents who are also victims, but our main focus are the kids. But we want justice too for both us and our kids. And our families too, because with parental alienation, the child is kept from the family. I mean, there's all different kinds of different situations. Who keeps the child from the other parent. And this could be legally or illegally. They could withhold the child illegally, you know, and go against a custody order or something like that. Or they could be following a custody order just fine. Be like, well, I'm following a custody order. But the custody order, because the custody order, they follow it, is breaking the bond and relationship between the targeted parent. They're targeting the other parent, which is a good fit parent. And they're breaking the relationship between the parent and child. Which the children need both parents, unless a parent is abusive. Which, with parental alienation, the parent that's alienating and keeping and withholding and gatekeeping with the child against the other parent, or from away from the other parent, they are a child abuser. It's in the DSM-5 under psychological. It's one of the most worst forms of abuse, psychological abuse that there is. It's pure hell. I'm an alienated parent, and my children are alienated as well. And I mean, it takes a toll on people. There are people that commit suicide because of this, both parents and children, including my own damn son, who's only 10 years old. He tried to kill himself last September. He tried to take his own life. Yeah, I'm angry, and I know people are probably 16 my videos talking to me talking about parental alienation. God, man, that's stop. But that's not the only thing we're protesting, which I've had a hand in all of these arenas, okay? I've never married, but I mean, I've been part of all this stuff. So, you know, parental alienation can be also through the CPS CPS foster care system. And this is what we're protesting too, is illegal and wrongfully removal of children out of good fit homes and from loving fit good parents, safe parents, without reasonable cause or one like vulnerability, like they're out of milk. Oh, let's remove the child, take the child away. It's very traumatizing. It hurts the child more. Now, are there abusive homes that children need to be rescued from? Oh, hell yeah. But you know what? It's not the majority. That's the thing. And then there's also wrongful and illegal, without due process, termination of parental rights. Parents' rights are being terminated without due process, or even a hearing, or, you know, without them even knowing it. Or, hey, I just got this letter today, and it's saying my rights are being terminated tomorrow. What? Or there's no justification behind it. Why are they getting their rights terminated? For what? No reason. Or because of lies and false allegations. CPS might be like, oh, well, I saw them, or I heard that they smoked a joint the other day. or something like that. With that, it's just so many different scenarios and stuff, but basically it's keeping a child from their family and their good parent. With me and my situation, it's a kinship custodial custody order, where it's these people who I thought I could trust. Hang on a second. Well, I got lost for a second there. Totally got turned around. I think I missed my exit, and I ended up on another road, and I had to turn left and make a U-turn, and there was no, like, turning, like, arrows on the road, and I'm all over the place. Woo! I think I'm on the right track now, though. I think I'm about, I don't even know how far I am from DC now, but I'm close. I'm about 20, 30 minutes. Almost there. Woohoo! Gotta fight for justice. Sympathize for parental alienation. We're fighting corruption in the family courts, CPS, and foster care. The profiteering, the racketeering, the Title V funding that CPS gets. They make money off these children. They make money off of terminating parental rights and then adopting the children out for profit. Wrongfully and illegally. It's bullshit. I'm a former foster care child from the Florida foster care system. But boy, do people want to adopt me. And boy, would that system make money off of me. They make money off of every fucking child. And you know what? If the child has a disorder or a medical condition, it's even worse. They get more money for them. They get more funding for the disabled kids. They're very valuable. But judges, GALs and CPS workers and stuff, they lie and they use bias. Without any proof or evidence proving that a parent's unfit. Nobody can prove and has proved that I'm an unfit mother. But yet I have supervised visitations. Oh, but the biological father of my children, who, I mean, I don't know how many times I've proven and shown evidence of his abuse on both them and me. And he just shows up to court this last hearing. Just showed up and then tells the judge, oh, I'm getting therapy online through BetterHelp. Well, where's the proof? He didn't provide proof. Oh, but he gets unsupervised visitations, right? And the custodials of my kids, they're keeping my kids from me. They're the worst. It's bullshit. And the main custodial, he's just straight up abusive to me. Calls me crazy, mental, psycho. Calls me all these names. He says he laughs and he thinks it's funny that he gets to see my kids and I don't. What kind of fucking piece of shit does that? Oh, him. But the custodial woman, she's just as worse. You know? She talks shit around my kids about me. And she still keeps my kids from me. She didn't have to fight me in court. She could have just been like, just let them go home. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Anyway, I'm going to fight for my right. My parental rights. We have constitutional parental rights. And these courts, these judges and law authorities and shit, they're trying to strip away our rights. It's wrong. It's so messed up. I'll see you in DC. It's the Pentagon! Woo! After getting really, really lost and the parking garage at Union Station is crazy. I'm like, it said exit, but I was going the right way. But I eventually found my way. I don't know, but I'm parked. Here we go, look. Woo! I'm at Union Station. Okay, here I go. Union Station, Washington, D.C. This is America. Look at all these shops. Oh my god.
Let's get started.
See if anybody notices anything in the background. Anybody notice anything? Anything at all? Gee, I wonder where I am. The reflection pool. You know, in the movie Forrest Gump, he's talking about Vietnam. He's like, I went to Vietnam. And then Jane's like, oh yes! And she runs to the pool. That's the pool. And then that is Grant Memorial, where I'm heading to protest. At the Grant Memorial, protesting corruption in the court system, CPS, parental alienation. It is hot as hell.
Let's get started.
Oh, that's real good.
It's my ritual to smoke weed since Capitol. Yeah. It's fun and empowering. America.
0, 1. Let's get started.
Stopping me.
7 years ago, I wrote this opening remarks, and any time that I went through it, I felt like today was just so hard, I don't know how I'm going to get through it. I would recite this to myself over and over and over again. And it got me through everything that I had to get through because of what I had to experience so that I could present this to the court and secure your freedoms and rights. But every time I had a difficult day, this is what I recited. And I want you guys to hear these words because once again, I'm not going to claim responsibility for these words. These are your words. These are coming from you. And these are the opening remarks that we're going to make to the United States Supreme Court. 243 years ago, a great and powerful nation was established through the faith and fury of God in defiance to acts of oppression and abuse which are contrary to the natural fruits of freedom. As a result, great men arose, awake to a new vision, a free one, where all citizens are bestowed certain inalienable rights from and by our Creator, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness are not simply terms that are extended to the wealthy. They're not, sorry guys, they're not powers extended to the wealthy. They're not table scraps they're fought for as they fall at the table of the successful. No, they're freedoms. They're bestowed to all, regardless of age, race, wealth, intelligence, or history. It's the ability to visualize a dream of one's future and the power to then manifest such a dream. Success and failure is upon the individual and not the government. Limitations come simply from a person's inability to dream or the sins of oppression. Today, we call these men great, heroes, forefathers, and patriots, and they become symbols of our pride and our aspirations. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, James Madison, and so many more who are worthy of our mention and obliged to our eternal gratitude. But the story could so easily have been different. For before these great men were called patriots, they were called rebels and criminals and tyrants. Their vision was dismissed and their cause was laughed at. But they knew something that no one else did. They had a power that none of their enemies understood. It was the power of God and truth. Indeed, our nation was founded by rebels, and today, by delivering this notice and the presentation of irrefutable, reasonable, sound, just, and clear violations of the rights bestowed upon us by the United States Constitution and as designed by our Creator, new rebels have now emerged. But not to destroy a nation. instead work together to bring about positive change and correct the flaws in our foundation so that no more will justice not prevail. No more will the innocent be punished, that we will return to the roots of our nation's freedoms and the source of our once great hope, that God Almighty is the only true and righteous judge, and in His glory and in His power, guilt and innocence can be ascertained. The petitioners included this written allegation are not only witnesses to these atrocities, but each and every single one of them have also been victim to them many times. But we are all very proud to claim that the blood of those rebels who fought to earn our freedoms 243 years ago is the very same blood that runs through all of our veins. So you can call us rebels. You can call us criminals. History, however, will call us patriots. United we stand, but divided we fall. A great division has been placed across our nation, weakening our greatness and threatening our very existence. Am I not your brother? Has God not commanded your forgiveness and His vengeance? Is not your crimes perpetrated against me not equal to the allegations of the very same crimes perpetrated by me? How can one claim the right and ability to judge me for an action to which the judge himself holds more guilt, yet refuses to cleanse himself first? My brother, first remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from my eye. If you say you want to judge, seek first judgment of your own house, and then you be qualified to come and help cleanse mine. With great power comes great responsibility. What is easy is not necessarily what is right, and what is right can sometimes seem wrong. But with God all things are possible, and with the law the path is now illuminated. This path will not be easy. There will be much work demanded and many apologies will have to be offered, and that will take much courage. But where courage and its product transpires, strength will adversely come. That strength is the image of forgiveness and not vengeance. The strength to heal a divided nation because of the glorious gift of new life that God has given to us. To no longer be bound by the sins of our past and accept the freedom of our futures. To truly be able to turn away from old sinful lives because sin no longer has its hold on us is precisely the recipe that God has prepared. In order for the courage and the strength needed to produce this amazing future for our country to now come about. Change does not come without reason. Reason does not come without wisdom, and wisdom does not come without mistakes. For a tree to grow, a seed must first die. The roots of tyranny and oppression can mask great evils. From those evils can come the condemnation of the innocent, the defamation of a good name, the confiscation of property, or the alienation and destruction of a family. You have been told the truth, the way to destroy evil, from the ruler and creator of all. You overcome evil with good, and you never repay evil for its evil. So I implore you, with the greatest convictions that I can muster, grab hold of the weeds that are destroying our nation. Take them by the roots of their evil, and let's extract them from our great nation. We who are free can only boast in the freedoms that are real and not illusion. We're each only as free as the freedoms that are extended to all, and not simply some. Any time a freedom is demanded or stolen from one through justification or ignorance, that freedom and right is lost to all, and not simply the target of scorn and punishment. Any freedom which can be removed from one can be removed from all, and is no longer freedom, but an illusion of freedom. Evil shows no favoritism. When evil is given birth, it becomes a thief, and once a thief, we all must bear the consequences of its evil thievery. Vengeance solves nothing. Casting blame fails to grasp the greater message, and our mutual hope should be reconciliation. Not just with each other, but with the faith in the source of our nation's foundation. We are a nation of laws, and those laws are essential to maintaining order and peace. But more importantly, we are a nation founded on faith. We must return to the faith of our design system, a system that sometimes a guilty person may appear to be set free, but more importantly, a system that, if utilized properly, innocent people will not be punished. Today, as of this moment, I bear my own witness, and as God is my witness as well, innocent people are being punished because the system is broken, and it is never accepted, not in any country, state, city, or household, for an innocent person to be wrongfully or illegally imprisoned. Ignorance is not a defense. Simply because you do not understand the laws of gravity or believe in the laws of God does not mean that you're not bound by them. Lack of knowledge resulting in a violation does not eliminate you from the ramifications of such violations. The illegal and highly destructive acts perpetrated by the justice system, although I do not believe are intentional or malicious, does not negate their existence. Crimes that are done in secret and in the dark are still crimes, and justice still deserves to be rendered. However, as a petitioner, I bear great responsibility in that God desires mercy and not sacrifice. Therefore, peaceful resolution mercy for your ignorance I offer to you. In closing, as our brother James told us in his letter, it is sin to know what you ought to do and then choose to not do it. Everyone makes mistakes. No one is perfect. everyone's mistakes. Everyone falls down, but only fools fail to stand back up. A repentant sinner is always forgiven when that repentance is sincere and a new course is chartered. But woe to anyone who in their pride and in their arrogance remains blind and cannot feel sorrow and compassion for the destruction that they themselves have caused. May God in his righteous judgment have mercy on such souls. This has been prepared in the writing of my own hand. But the devastation exists through the lives and painful experiences of each and every single member of the attached petitioner list. Not one person, not one marriage, not one family, not one household, not one city, not one state can claim that the violations of rights presented and proven within the argument presented has not affected them somewhere or in some way of their lives. When freedom is robbed from those who are free, truly I tell you that everyone pays for it, whether they realize it or not. Respectfully and peacefully, serving for justice. Thank you so much. Appreciate all of you being with me on this journey. We're going to deliver those words on your behalf to that court, along with another 14 minutes that I don't feel like reciting right now in the oral arguments. Got them all in my head. I know them all word for word. They can't make these words go away. So thank you guys so much for being with me on this journey. Please continue, like, follow, share. Please comment if you can. Please repost these videos. We need this to continue to move, but I want everybody to know and understand we only need one person. One person is all that it would take for me to be across the street in front of 50 cameras explaining what is going on. And we want God to deliver this message to that one person today. We believe in it, we have faith in it, and we know it's going to happen. It doesn't matter how many people we have here. It doesn't matter how many people we have along the way. All that matters is that one person. That one person that wants to be honorable. That one person that wants to obey the law. And that one person that wants to preserve this country can do that by simply making one phone call and putting me in front of 30 million people, in front of this Capitol building, to explain to people in the United States the deprivation of rights that are occurring across this country collectively by those very people that are empowered to protect, defend, and preserve those laws. We don't want to destroy anything. We simply want to help make it work. It's not working today. We need you to get out of our families. We need our children back home. We need our family members back together. And we need to provide them with the love that they need to heal from the trauma that your institution has inflicted upon them. All of the racial and economic disparities that occur across this country that's leading this country to dissolution is your fault, Supreme Court. You are absolutely 100% responsible for it because every one of these agents are supposed to abide by your edict that you have failed to deliver to them. So as long as you are acting unlawfully, directing all of the agents across the country that they can act unlawfully as well because of your leadership, then nothing that this institution is producing is lawful. It's all unlawful. So we would challenge you to step up. Please discharge the duties of your office, fulfill the obligations and promises that you made to the people of the United States, and let's protect, preserve, and defend the Constitution of the United States against those that are seeking to undermine it and work directly for you. Thank you so much. God bless.
Yes!
Photographic memory is the amount of information in this guy's brain.
That was the whole movie.
So
That was a movie log.
it's called a didactic memory. It's not photographic. So I can't see something and remember it. If I write something, I can't forget it. Okay. So every single thing I write, and I can't explain it, but I can say this, that if you look at scripture, right, a lot of the early scribes, they had to remember entire books. The scribes they recorded entire books of Genesis because if they were caught traveling from town to town with the Bible, they would be killed and you would lose the message. God needed these people to have a memory that was unique and able to do that. So when the scribes would write the Word of God, then they would remember it. And they would travel from one city to another so that they could rewrite it and distribute it there and then travel from another city to another city because that was the only way that they could get the message out. And God has given me that same memory to where I'm able to record what He tells me to record. And then because I will say that I've had vehicles stolen numerous times. I've had bags and laptops stolen, and if I didn't have this recorded in my mind, this this message would have been lost 7 years ago when they started taking everything from me. But I would go from one jail to another jail. I would go from one prison to another prison, and as soon as I got there, I would fill it all out and give it to everybody within that particular institution. And that was how I was able to spread this message. But in order to do that, I had to have this didactic memory. It's not photographic, it's didactic. The moment that I write something, I can't forget it. I know word for word all of the motions that I've ever filed, and that's just something that God's gifted me the ability to do. But that's the reason why I had to have it, is because if I didn't, this message would be forgotten. And I've carried this message with me for 7 years. I've given this out to as many people as are willing to listen to it. And here very, very soon, the people of the United States are going to receive this message, and I'm so honored to be able to carry it on behalf of God for all of you.
We're on here too. Yeah! Woo! Freedom! Justice!
I love us coming to DC. I love justice. So empowering.
Showing up in numbers now.
0, 1. Let's get started.
Capitol building is right behind me. State Capitol.
The part of it is the responsibility of
Justice,
those
freedom, bring my fucking kids home. Quit abusing my fucking kids. Quit abusing my kids.
I do want to say though that I don't want any.
I'm going to send you a video. It's going to be a YouTube video link of me protesting in DC and Occupy Wall Street, but it was Occupy DC. In the middle of the video, I'll show you where I'm coming down. Like you'll see us at the state capitol lawn. We start out and then we march, and then we end up at that building steps, and then we go around, and then we start coming up this street like this, coming this way. So this street right here, you see that building? There's a street, and then it comes all the way around and U-turns, comes this way. So the video I'm going to send you is of me in the front of thousands of people marching on this very street right here. Let me see if you can see me here. Right here, this street right here. You're going to see me walking up with my American flag upside down. These are countries in distress. I'm leading thousands of people up the street right here. Right here, and we're marching. But anyway, this is the same street that I was on. I'm in the music video. Look who's behind me. I hate summer. Oh my fucking god, it's fucking hot. Ugh. Got to go jump in the reflection pool for real. Hi DC, I love you. I'm leaving DC now. Look at my face, it's like swollen and red. Oh my god. Got passed out, but the Lyft driver, he blasted the air conditioner for me. I gave him an extra tip. I'm turning left on, I don't know, I'm getting on 395 south, so. Man, the traffic's crazy here. I've never driven. I've protested, I've been here a million times. I actually got left here one time by a friend for a month. I know DC like the back of my hand, or at least I used to, at least walking wise. But I've never driven down in Capitol Hill. It's crazy, but anyway, I gotta go. 41 miles to 95 south. I am ready to put more water in my mouth. I'm freaking thirsty. I don't know about you. I like coming to DC. I hope you do too. I'm on 395. I'm on 395 south right now, heading to Richmond. And then I have probably now 40 miles till 95 south. Some of these lanes are like 6 freaking lanes, man. Woo! People driving crazy. Alright, DC. DC, where the kids wanna be. Okay, I'm just documenting this stuff, so anyway. I was a guest speaker today. I'm gonna try and find the footage and share it. So if you see this video and
for the other video. But I shared my experience and stuff. I wanted to say more, but when I talk about my case with my kids and our situation, I over-elaborate because there's so freaking much to it, you know? But I'm not a professional, but I am educated in the matter, like the effects and what it does to children, the harm it does, psychological, emotional, mental crap abuse on them and the targeted, safe, loving, fit parent, which would be me. See, I'm coming to the conclusion that the custodials don't like me because I'm loud, I'm expressive, I'm probably too honest or too honestly raw, I'm brutally honest. I have called them out on their shit before, but it was one of those, you know, if the boot fits type of posts, you know what I'm saying? I've never disclosed their identity online. My kids, yes, but not them. At least yet. Like I say, keep fucking around, you're gonna find out. But you know what? I mean, what, are you gonna hate me because you fucked up and I exposed you for it? So I'm the bad guy because you're abusing my kids and I exposed your fucking shit? But I haven't done that, you know, because I have class. Anyway, like, yeah, so I haven't done that, and it's like, it's just messed up. I don't know. I'm loud, I'm expressive, I'm passionate. You know, maybe they just don't like my fire. They don't like my energy. They don't like my way of doing things or how I do things, or you know, they just look down upon me like I'm trash or I'm not good enough or not worthy enough or not good, you know, as good as them. You know, I don't know what their fucking problem is. I haven't done nothing to them except, I mean, yeah, I've exposed them before, but I never disclosed their identity. But besides that, what's their fucking problem? Then, you know, we got the facilitators of my supervised visitation, and they got a problem with me. Why? And then they're lying, saying I called the woman's job retarded. Are you fucking kidding me? I would never say that shit to somebody. I cuss a lot, but I'm sorry, I would never call somebody a retard. I don't even like saying that name because it's a derogatory name, man. You know, and plus, why would I call a domestic violence advocate someone? I mean, I'm a domestic violence advocate now. I mean, I might not get paid for it, but I'm a victim, survivor, and now advocate. So why the hell would I call someone's job retarded when I'm doing the same shit they are, except I'm not getting paid for it? What the hell? And then other shit that they wanted to throw at me and threaten to, you know, close my case, or we're going to tell this to the judge. Okay, well, if I said it, pull the fucking video footage, which they refuse to do, you know? So what's the problem with me? Because I'm loud, expressive, you know, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to stop fighting for my fucking kids, and these people know. It's like, either they know they fucked up and they're doing it intentionally, which is what I'm pretty sure is what they fucking done, or, they just don't fucking care, and they're just, you know, toxic, and, you know, maybe not toxic in a personal way, like, they might not be toxic to their loved ones, but maybe to other people, you know, or customers, or, I don't know, you know, I don't know why, like, I'm trying not to have a victim mentality, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, poor me, but, I mean, this is what's happening. I'm not making this shit up. I have proof. I mean, goddamn, I posted at least some of it. I can post all of it if they want me to, but still, I have proof, man. I'm not fucking making this shit up or exaggerating anything. So, if anybody wants to call me having a victim mentality, like I'm playing victim, I don't play victim, first of all, but a victim is a victim, and if somebody is victimizing someone who is a victim, I mean, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? How about they just stop abusing people, stop disrespecting and threatening people, and bullying people, and treating people like shit, or looking down upon them, or belittling them, or whatever the fucking case, or keeping the kids from them, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's bullshit, it's fucking bullshit. Don't twist that shit around on me. Anyway, I'm getting into traffic, I gotta go again. fucking traffic! 24 minutes of this bullshit it says on the GPS. Oh my god. Come on, DC. It's always like this on this stretch of highway. It's worse during the week when the politicians and the Congress and fucking Washington DC people are here. Oh my god. Come on over. My leg is cramping because I'm like, stop, go, stop, go, stop, go. Gas pedal, brake, gas pedal, brake, gas pedal, brake. Anyway, this is my unwind decompression video. Made it home from DC. What a drive, there and back. I've been to DC a million times. I protested in DC a million times. It was so hot today. My God, you see, I'm sunburnt. Oh my God, like it was just beaming. It's beaming down. It's so freaking hot. I almost passed out in the Lyft driver's car on the way back to the Union Station because it was so hot. He blasted the air conditioning for me. And I was like breathing. I was like, like asthma breathing, But anyway, I'm back home. I'm safe. Go justice. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Every day, our streets. I am proud of myself for being an American today. Because you know what? I know a lot of my friends and family out there, I know y'all are patriotic people. And I appreciate that, and I am proud of you and respect that. I'm patriotic too, though. I might be a liberal. Actually, I'm moderate in the middle. I'm not left or right. I'm for whatever is right. But anyway, I do see a lot of people have said this throughout my life, making fun of liberals especially, or Democrats, they're not patriotic enough and they don't. Either way, I'm wild and open and free, I guess. I'm not a conservative. I'm not a Christian. I'm not a Republican, but I am patriotic. When's the last time any of you patriotic people, besides voting, okay, that's a big one, but when's the last time one of y'all patriotic people went to DC and our nation's capital to protest something and exercise your First Amendment rights and the right to peaceful assembly, to peaceful protest? When's the last time? Yeah, that's what I thought. Or maybe you have, I don't know. I recommend that everybody fight for something. There's always something to fight for that we can always make this world a better place with. Be part of the solution and not the problem. But it was good to meet everybody today. So if anybody from the rally today sees this video, I'm so glad I met everybody. It felt good to have that support and know I'm not alone, and got to meet people in person. It's just good to meet actual people who are going through the same shit you're going through, and they can relate and understand, and some of them are more educated than me that I can learn from, and some of them are on the same educational level as I am, and we can talk about, it's really good to socialize and network with everyone. So, yeah, I'm very grateful, because I did have it in the back of my mind, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to go or not. And you know what? I was like, I have to go. I have to do this. Because one, I got to do this for my kids. Two, I'm doing it for me. Three, I'm doing it for other parents. And I'm doing it for their kids too. As every other one of us are doing it. For us, our kids, your kids, and you. So, we're all in this together. This is our fight, man. And it just felt really good. And it felt really good being an American today. And I'm proud of myself for exercising my rights. And I know a lot of patriots out there who are Republican, conservative, right wings. Y'all like to make a lot of fun of people protesting. And I think it's funny because as patriotic as you are, you want to make fun of people protesting, but we're the ones that's actually exercising the rights, the constitutional rights. What are you doing? We the people, we the parents, any other alienated parents out there, don't give up. Don't fucking give up on your kids, man. I'm telling you. Anyway, I love everybody. No matter what you believe, except if you believe bullshit, like, people going to hell because they love people, or, think you're better than somebody else, or if you're an abuser piece of shit, or if you're alienating children from another parent that should not be alienated from. Like, if the other parent's abusive, I can get that. That's justified. But if the parent is not unfit, this is child abuse. Parental alienation is child abuse. That's all I gotta say about that.